Good morning and welcome to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz.
And good morning from me. I'm Jan-Eric Frank.
And we're live coming from the CTV studios in Wellington, Florida. And we are out at the Grand Champions Polo Club on field number 5 for, well, this is going to be a semifinal here. 2023 Top Pony 12 goal. Globalport against Dracarys. Jan?
Indeed, and the winner of this game, Dale, as we know, will be taking on Nova Polo in the final. But let's go to the teams. Dracarys with Chetan Krishna at 1, Leon Schwenke at number 2, playing off 3 goals. Facundo Obregon, the 6th goaler, at number 3, and Brandon Phillips at back, matching the number on his shirt to that of his handicap. Globalport with Mikey Romero at number 1, coming off 2 goals. And then in today for Vaughan Millett Jr., we've got Jack Whitman, 2-goaler, at number 3, Mariano Obregon, and at number 4, also matching the number on his shirt, 4-goaler, Anthony Gracia. The 2 mounted officials are Pepe Araya and Gaston Dorignac. And as always, third man IRO, Mr. Steve Lane.
Yeah, this should be a great matchup here. And as Jan was saying, both of these teams are 1-1. 4 teams were in the Top Pony 12 goal. And the Novo went undefeated. But right here, a great pass from Obregon. And this has been one of their scoring machines. And in Chetan Krishna, Chetan's going to come in here, perfect spot. And he seems to always be in the perfect spot. You notice that with him?
Yep.
His spacing is very good based on his teammates. He understands just how far they can hit the ball and where he should be, and he's always in a good spot. He's been pulling the team, and that when he's out there pulling the team, this Dracarys team is very tough to beat. They're very strong with the 4-player rotation, and but they line out very similar here. Globalport with Mikey Romero, because Mikey will pull the team, and he stays in front, and Anthony at the back is very strong. They both played in the World Polo League, the 26th goal. And so this should be a very competitive match. Both 12 goals. On the move right here, Leon Schwenke, and he is on fire. Look for the open back shot. Ooh, right on the end line. And that ball will just trickle over the end line.
Yeah, good run there by Leon Schwenke. Unfortunate for him not to pick up his first goal of the match. But again, as we expected, Dale, we were talking about this prior to the beginning of this game. Both of these teams, of course, will probably be very offensively minded, looking to secure their place in the final. And just to reiterate, Globalport, of course, in the green and white, and Dracarys in the black and gold.
Yeah, you said it. I think we're going to see a lot of offense with these 2 teams, Jan. And it's going to be fun to watch, knowing that it turned into a bit of a semifinal. You never know when you have, each team plays against each other, how it'll work out. But winner will go to the finals, so everybody's got to be on today. Mikey Romero is going to pick this one up on the fly. Mikey going to the near side here. Well done, Romero. That is a beautiful neck shot right there. Mikey Romero's going to finish that one off. And que golazo, Mikey picks it up here. Yeah, look at this. Goes to the far post with it. And he probably could have went offside, but he went to the near side. And has a lot of confidence in his next shot.
Very good. Yeah, very good indeed by Mr. Romero there. Keeping his head down, composed, under the net. Not an easy shot to do, so well done, Mikey Romero, picking up the equalizer here.
Great goal.
Great goal.
Jeez, that was awesome, man. And like I said, he might have gone for the cut shot there, but very confident on the neck shot, which, you and I, that's probably the toughest shot in the game right there. On the play, it's going to be picked up here, bounces off a player. We get a little bit of a scrum going on and controlled by Obregon.
Obregon will find a little space to work with, takes it round the outside of all the traffic. Good play. First man coming down the line there will be Mariano Obregon. So we've got 2 Obregons, of course, here in this game, but still Facundo.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
As I was saying, Obregon will be very mixed up as they go at it today. There's a lot of Obregons to play polo. On the move.
And still on the move with the near side forehand. And that really was a Remington. I reckon an inch, maybe 2 inches out on the far side there on that left goal post. Very unlucky, but great bit of polo there by Facundo Obregon.
Yeah, that'll pull us to our Kersey change. A nice shot there of Anthony Garcia, the number 4. solid 4-goal player, plays the back, very strong. You could call him one of the Secretary of Defense type players. Very tough to get around. Hits a great back shot. Good shot at Chayton right there as he's preparing to get on his second mount here for the first chucker. Remember, we use the Kersey change one time per chucker for safety of the four-legged athlete. And we are not using the challenge system. We do have the trigger system set up today with our IRO/third man, Steve Lane, and our 2 mounted officials that are radioed together out there, so they have constant communication. Steve is in his sideline CTV Sports van where he's got everything in there. He's got all his monitors, and he's also on his iPad to see everything in real time, and giving him the ability to help the umpires when they need him on the triggers, and we'll go through the triggers as the game goes on here. Big knock in by Anthony.
And he is found. Nice pass there. Obregon, this to Mariano Obregon. He's the number 3 in green. And that's a nice long ball up to the front, possibly for Jack Whitman if he can pick it up. But Brandon Phillips will get there. He gets a piece of it, a small piece. Excuse me, but Dracarys with Facundo Obregon now sends that ball back over that halfway line. There he is with the number 2. Schwenke takes a shot on goal. Might have to pick up another piece. Nice bit of defending work there by Garcia. And Dracarys once again. Power play here. Little flick of the wrist there from the number 3, from Obregon to Phillips. Phillips over on the far side. Can he find that little gap? There's the shot on goal. Oh, yes.
Yeah, Brando. Brandon firing one from the side, and they work very well together. You could call them one of those dynamic duos, Facundo and Brandon. They've been playing great polo together at the number 3 and 4 position. Brandon, just power goal here. He gets out in front and just all horsepower. Gets him out in front. No run around to make a hook. And he just cuts it right through the center of the goal there to make it 2-1 here. And that's what usually we see right after the Kersey change. We're going to keep track of that, how many goals actually were scored right after the Kersey change. Players come back on the field, and on fresh legs, and that power and that energy seems to really get the game going.
Ball's back in play, picked up very quickly by Schwenke. Schwenke with a pass downfield. Remember, they switch ends for those who have never watched a game of polo before. Great to have you with us here on CTV Sports. And look at that, once again, in the right place at the right time, not able to quite finish what would have been his second goal. Garcia will pick this one up, or at least he'll try to, right on the back line here for a Globalport. And again, the challenge coming in early doors here. Schwenke trying to do some damage here up against Mariano Obregon, all costing a lot of time. We're within the last minute of play in the first chucker. And I'm liking this Dracarys pressing strategy here.
I like it too.
Flexing that muscle early on. There's the backhand. Oh, a little deflection. Very unlucky. Phillips would have been away with that one. And so far, Dale, also very clean open polo.
No, you got it. I like the way they've been playing man-to-man and going to each other very hard. Both teams lining out well. And, the goals that we've seen were great passes and just power polo. Wasn't that there wasn't any good defense going on. They were just good plays. Right here, this ball's going to go just wide to the right. And that'll end our first chucker play. So when we return for our second chucker, we will have a knock-in for Globalport. We'll be back. Stay with us for our 2023 Top Pony 12 goal.
Hi, I'm Tomacho Pérez.
Hello, I'm Nacho Figueras.
Hello, I'm Martín Muñoz.
I'm Gonzalito Pérez.
I'm Alejandro Novillo Estrada.
Hello, I'm Nacho Novillo Estrada. I make goals and here back in Aspen.
Happy to be back in town, playing with the best teams, best boys, and on the best fields.
So we're gonna start the season a full power horse.
Just happy to be back in Florida. It's hometown. Looking forward to getting back on these amazing fields.
Welcome back to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz.
I'm Jan Eric Frank.
And Jan, you want to go through the teams one more time? Might have a few people that tuned in a little late for our first chucker.
I'd be delighted to, Dale. Dracarys in the black and gold, led by Chaitan Krishna at number 1, playing off -1, scoring a very nice goal in that first chucker. Then Leon Schwenke, the very solid 3-goaler at number 2. Facundo Obregon, highest rated player on that team, at number 3, and Brandon Phillips, the other player of Dracarys, scoring a goal in that first chucker. He's comes in of 4 goals. Globalport with Mikey Ramiro at number 1. He also got a very nice goal in that first chucker. And then we've got Jack Whitman in today at number 2, playing off 2 goals. Mariano Obregon, he's the 6-goal player at Globalport at number 3, and Anthony Garcia at number 4. They left the field with 2-1 in favor of Dracarys. You join us right at the top and at the beginning here of chucker number 2.
Yeah, it's good to see both teams getting their number 1s involved quickly. Mikey and Chayton scoring goals. Love when the number 1s are pulling a team. I'm a big fan of having the number 1s pulling the team. I think it opens the game up and it definitely lines the team out for a rotation that is can be difficult to deal with. So, like you said, this is a true semifinal. They had 4 teams that played in the top Pony 12 goal, and Quaidan Z was the other team with Novo. Novo went 3-0, so these 2 teams you're looking at right here are 1-1. So the winner will go to the final. So you are watching a true semifinal, and I always love the semifinals as the first goal here in the second chuckers going to be picked up by Leon Schwenke.
Yeah, nicely done. The pass coming from the number 4 from Brandon Phillips, perfectly played, outplaying Garcia there, and then it was literally just a little flick of the wrist. The putter, as you would say, Dale. What do you always say? You say putt for dough, and was it?
Drive for show?
Putt for dough.
Putt for dough.
That's the one, yeah.
And, you were talking about this 12 goal. Well, we got to interview Mark Ganzi. He actually said it perfectly. It's such a great league when we had the 50. Remember, Dracarys won the $50,000.
Correct.
12 goals. So this team is very solid. It was great to see Globalport with Mike Romero, one of our newest sponsors, playing here at the Grand Champions Polo Club, playing in the World Polo League also, having a phenomenal time, doing very well at the 26-goal level. Also, Anthony played in part of their first tournament. And, when you put Mariano and Jack Whitman with them, and Vaughn Miller actually played very well, but this is just fun polo. Look at this. Well done, Chayton Krishna, as he gets out in front once again, and you got to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, great pass coming from Leon Schwenke, perfectly placed, and just one solid touch.
That's a great goal.
It's a great goal. His second of the game.
And look at this. He puts his shoulder. That's just a great swing right there. Points his left shoulder at the ball. Keeps his head down perfectly. Great follow through.
4-1. Well, Globalport allowing Dracarys a little bit too much here to get away within this first half. Remember, stats will be coming on the screen at the end of chucker number 3. And we've had, which has so far been very thin on the ground, a whistle.
Yeah. That goal by Chayton, it's always the hardest ball to hit. One that is at a standstill.
Yeah.
You're doing 25, 20 to, let's say, 30 miles an hour. and to hit that dead ball that clean. Great play. Here we go, though. On the penalty 5A, we had a blocking foul. And look at this bomb from Mariano. And he's a hitter, too. Both the Obregons, Facundo and Mariano. Big hitters, along with Anthony Garcia and Brandon. But that ball goes just wide. It'll be Phillips on the knock-in.
Now let's see what gameplay he's got under his up his sleeve. Sends it out to the left-hand side. Oh, and a nice pickup here by Facundo Obregon. Gets into a little bit of a sword fight. Left behind for the number 2. Schwenke couldn't control it. Once again, Garcia will have to pick up that broken play out to the left-hand side using the boards. Remember, once that ball comes off the boards, there is, of course, a new line created. Now then, a little under the next shot. There it comes. Elegantly placed by the number 2, picking up his second goal of the match, Mr. Leon.
Yeah, what a clean play here. And they looked like they were trying to call that ball to bounds. Yeah, let's keep an eye on this ball, though. Keep an eye on this ball right here to see if it stays in bounds. I think it does stay in bounds. Yes, remember, it's got to be 100% out.
Yeah.
Remember that. It can be on the line. It can be just, outside. But if it's touching the line, it needs to be 100% on the outside of the line, which means you can see space. And they're going to take a look at this on the
replay.
Yeah, they're going to use this as a trigger as we use our courtesy change. But from what we could see, it looked like he was okay. But they're going to be able to look at all the angles and check it out.
Good. Well, whilst we wait for the umpires to make their decision, let us just tell you that the women's polo takes centre stage tomorrow, Easter Saturday, at Grand Champions Polo Club. Of course, the memory of Sunny Hale very much lives on at the WCT Legacy Final. The only women's event of its kind, now in its 17th year, was created by Hall of Famer Sunny Hale back in 2006. It has done more for women's polo than any other player, past or present. The 5-chucker Open Division begins at 10 o'clock on field number 1 at Grand Champions Polo Club, and the round robin 8-goal follows at 11:30. The world's greatest woman player and visionary of all time founded the Women's Championship Tournament, the WCT, that opened the door and broke down barriers for the girls and women to pursue their passion. She helped revive the US Women's Open in 2011. She improved resources regarding polo ponies by starting the American Polo Horse Association, also back in 2006, a website where players and owners can collect, preserve and record horses' pedigrees. She also created the women's polo rating system used by the US Polo Association today. So, very much looking forward to seeing that, of course. As I say, the action starts tomorrow, Saturday, at Grand Champions Polo Club Field 1 at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, looking forward to that. As Sonny, I told you, I played a lot of polo with Sonny, against Sonny, since I was in high school. I actually ran into her and her sisters when I was playing at Culver, my sophomore year. And wow. I've been into women's polo since my high school days, just because I played against her and her sister, and they were very good back then. So it was great to see that, and then see where she did, what she's done. It's been amazing. So, and Melissa Gansey and what they've done here at Grand Champions Polo Club for women's polo, and with our WCT, has been phenomenal, especially with the horses also. She was a great horsewoman herself, Sonny. And not just riding and playing, but a great trainer, and enjoyed that and the breeding part. So it's a great, just going to be a great day. Back and forth here is that goal now, just to bring you in right before Yan was talking about Sonny and WCT. We did that ball. They weren't sure if that ball stayed in bounds when Schwenke was turning the corner. First of all, what a play by Schwenke off the boards, using the boards as the fifth man, as good as I've seen it done on the outdoor field. He turned that corner perfect. He kept the ball in bounds and scored the goal. And we went back to check just to make sure that ball didn't go out of bounds, because a few players thought it was. It was on the line. But remember, the ball must be 100% out. to be out and 100% in to be in. There must be space in between the ball and the line on either side for it to count. So a great goal by Schwenke. Second one here in this chukker.
Excuse me. And overall, 3 goals to nil.
There you go.
3 goals to nil at the moment here in chukker number 2. So, Dracarys very much on course at the moment, and I emphasize at the moment, to make it through to the final. And apart from 1 or 2 little whistles that we've had, overall it has been a very flowy, very fluid, open game here between these two teams. Quickly taken here from the halfway line, a penalty 5B. Oh, that's a nice ball, as you would call it, a very pretty ball, Dale, and that is a second Remington of the day.
Well done here, Mikey. Going to the near side again. He had a wonderful near side goal early in the first chukker. And now with the man on his hip, as you said, a Remington just right off the post there, maybe 3 or 4 inches. So on the knock-in, Brandon, he's going to find Schwenke.
And Schwenke could run this one himself. He's only got 1 player coming up from Globalport. That could be a hindrance. Ball is still in play, picked up by the number 3, by Obregon. This time, of course, Mariano. He will cut inside. Gracia is right behind him to support should that ball not go where he wants. There is that long ball. Again, deep ball down into the half of Dracarys. He was looking for Romero, but Dracarys not only very solid up front in attack, but also standing very well here in defense. They get a piece of it once again, turned around. Obregon will leave this one for Gracia. Oh, nice. That might have a little bit of a spin on it. That ball could make its way towards that goal, that right goal post. The shot deflected. Yeah, and you can see them battling it out there. The umpire really had to blow on that one, the number 3. So Obregon against Phillips there.
Yeah, the two brothers, he tap it forward, and Schwenke then bounces off of a few ponies. Then they all come in together there. And they call right in from behind. I wonder what first there. They're going with the first foul. And I guess they're going to go from right in from behind. So we had a cluster of players there. And he hit that first ball. They've been tough on that this year. You know, using the, more of a rule in England, I guess. You do hit into a 4-legged athlete. And here it's based on just endangering the players or the horses. So no call on that. We got riding in from behind. It will be an open goal. You saw Mariano kind of held his swing there, so he didn't drop it on Brandon. Good sportsmanship there by number 3. He'll have the open goal penalty 2. And Mariano, Obregon, will get his first of the day.
So, and an important goal indeed, because as I said, Dracarys is starting to show signs of running away here with this second chukker. They are still in the lead by 3 goals to 1. Overall, of course, 5 goals to 2 as we approach the 1-minute mark by the time they get back to the halfway line.
Yeah, great goals, too, Dracarys, from the field. All 5 goals from the field. 1 goal from for Globalport from the field, the other from the penalty line. But at the moment, Dracarys in a groove.
And that'll be picked up by the number 3, Obregon. Nicely played. Still Obregon, luckily for him, he's got Schwenke behind. He will pick up that lost ball. Working very well together. Down to nearly half a minute. If you're out on the field, cover your ears. That horn will be coming any second now. And then, of course, we will play the final 30 seconds. Oh, this is a very nice ball here. Cleared, taken out of the danger zone there by Whitman. On the boards. The second couple of players coming, charging down. It'll be picked up once again by Facundo Obregon. Takes it nicely around the outside now. Then Obregon, has he got the time? There are only a few seconds left on the clock. A nice little piece on that ball, and they will clear it So Globalport dodging a very, very important bullet here right at the end.
Yeah, good call. I thought he might shoot that ball or leave it. You know, he had Brandon. I'm surprised Brandon didn't call him off that, because the only player that was around was it looked like Jack Whitman. He did a great job on the back shot there to save that goal. But that'll take us into our third chukker, so we'll send everybody off to get some fresh legs underneath them. Beautiful Polo ponies, and we'll be back for our third chukker play of the top pony 12 goal.
Foot golf, it's a kind of life, and also it's a combination about golf and football.
So I got into sport through social media. Someone approached me on Twitter and said, have you tried it? I'd never heard of it at that point. So I went to my local course and tried it and just completely fell in love with the game.
This is not as easy as it looks on your body. It's a lot of kicking. We don't normally kick this many hard kicks in soccer.
For me, this and the US Open are the two top US tournaments. It's something we all look forward to every single year.
Great fun, and I think everyone will enjoy it when they try it. You can't not have fun.
When you set goals at the start of the season and you're able to achieve them at the end of the year, I think I can speak for everyone and say when we set goals and we make the sacrifices that we make, which a lot of people don't see, and then it all comes to fruition, it's a good feeling.
I literally live, breathe foot golf.
The taqueria has all your polo needs, from the novice to the professional. We carry all of our equipment in multiple grades to fill a price point to suit the individual.
Third chukker action coming to you from the Grand Champions Polo Club, field number 5. You can see the World Polo League flags there, blowing in the wind. Wind seems to be coming from the east today, maybe a little northeast. But a nice breeze. And Globalport in the green jerseys, Dracarys in their black and gold. And at the moment, 5-2, semifinal. Winner will play against Novo in the finals. So congratulations to Novo with Baljet Sierra, Evan White, Santiago Javajol, and Pedro Favela, a very strong 12-goal team that also has been playing. So Dracarys and Novo, they have been playing in, all the 12 goals all season. So the two very strong teams. So it's good to see Globalport here, a new 12-goal team in the fight. They got an opportunity here to make it to the final. So let's see, 5-3 as a control is going to be Mariano.
Third chukker action, as Dale said. Remember, at the end of this chukker, the stats will be coming on your screens. Make sure you stick around for that. They will also be coming on your screen at the end of the match. But let's see now if Globalport can, turn up the heat a little bit. They are down by 3 goals. And they could do with another couple of quick goals here before they go into that halftime break. Still plenty of time left to play here in the third and final chukker of the first half. Yeah, they're pushing, they're pressing on their near side. Ramiro tries to get a piece of it, and that ball does go through on the account of Whitman, I believe.
Yeah, Jack's going to put it away, but I like the assist here by Mikey Romero. Watch this play. See if Jack. Oh, that's a little bit further. That was after the play. But it looked like Jack was going to get hooked. Yeah, watch. Looks like Jack's going to get hooked right there. But Mikey moves it along on the near side. So that got him out in front of the mallet of Leon Schwenke. So good thinking, great communication there by Mikey and Jack. Yeah, it's 12-goal Polo. This is what's so much fun about it. You see these, if you're saying the interview earlier with Mark Gandy, he was talking about how you get these young players that can really raise their level, and you get that are 1 and 2 goal players, and you get these players that are 5, 6 goals that are trying to get to that 7, 8, and when they come alive, then they're playing a goal or so better. And some great sponsors that play, and if they play a goal above, your 12-goal team goes to 16 goals really quick.
Very quick.
So it can be a great league. It's a great league to play in.
Once again, looks like Globalport have possession. They're trying to work that ball, but it's short-lived as Facundo Obregon will turn things around very nicely here. Has a bit of time and a bit of space to work. Wants to get that ball a little bit closer. Fumbles it. Picked up now by Anthony. Anthony will send it back down the field. Can he pick it up? Yes, of course he can. Jack Whitman. And this could be a nice little run here. If Obregon does not come and put his stick down, well, he gets in and he gets a piece of him. Not quite sure if that was quite according to the rule book there.
Yeah, as long as you get there before you're swinging, you're okay. So just in time. You would have been blowing a whistle on him, I guess.
I'm not sure. I would have liked to have seen.
You're a strict umpire, huh?
Oh, I am. Zero tolerance, Dale. Zero tolerance.
Zero tolerance. I love you. Yeah. I understand what you're saying. It's a timing issue, though. That riding in from behind, if you get up in there and be able to at least make the ride off. But if the player doesn't have a play, it doesn't make a play on the ball, then you're okay. So, a very close one, though, Yan. Here we go. On the move. Swanky.
Nice little backhand. Oh, unlucky. That would have been through now then. Globalport, can they capitalize? Ball will go over the back line. Very, very unlucky there. But I'm liking the tenacity shown here by Globalport here in this, the third chukker.
Yeah, they're going for it here. They're working around. It's actually right here. Something happened because that's right there in center. So, I don't know what happened. I guess they must have had a foul when he turned around. Yeah. On the right-of-way violation there. So that'll take us into our courtesy change.
And that gives me a chance to also, once again, we're speaking about the WCT, which starts on the weekend. I'd like to also, once again, mention very much the support and the continuous support, the long-time supporter and official timepiece, Katina USA. Katina USA President and Chief Executive Bill Kraft, very nice guy, provides the prestigious Katina Polo Cup and 8 diamond watches for the winning team. So I'm sure the ladies will be looking forward to that. Katina USA is the official timepiece of the WCT Finals, the official and recognized event partner of the American Polo Horse Association as well, which, as we know, Hale created. Katina USA President and CEO Bill Kraft was present during the awards, including the coveted Katina Cup. So, plenty to look forward to for the ladies, and I'm pretty sure that, diamonds are a girl's best friend, so Katina Polo Cup and 8 diamond watches, definitely worth fighting and winning for.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. Bill's always been a big part of it since the beginning, so it's great to see him. He's always there, supporting the WCT. And we do have a right-of-way violation against the green. And the Dracarys team was on the right-of-way. So they're going to move it down for a 60-yard penalty 4. And well hit there by Facundo Obregon. And he'll pick up his first penalty of the day. Nice swing. It looked like a beautiful gray mare. It looked like she almost went to a standstill when he finally hit it. And but no problem. Look at her. She's beautiful looking. Love the way she carries her head there.
Mm-hmm.
And back to the center we will go.
Ball's back in play. First touch. Turns it around nicely. Romero comes into a little bit of a stick fight there on the halfway line eventually. And there's that beautiful grey mare again you were talking about for Facundo Obregon. Nice ball up to Brandon Phillips on the near side. A very nice pickup. And he puts that through with absolute ease, picking up his second of the game.
Yeah, this is a super strong goal here by Brandon. Brandon just picks his man up. Look at this mare he's riding. Push, push, push. He wins the ride-off. Push, push, no problem. I mean, Jack was going for it, and he was trying to get him to move, but this little chestnut mare, look at her, watch her push him over and keep Brandon on the near side the whole way. Look at Jack still trying to push over. I mean, you got to give it up to the kid. He's working hard, but you just love the four-legged athletes. Good ones help those players raise their level. Mariano.
Nice long ball, looking for Romero. Romero opens his shoulders, slightly topped the ball, but hang on, there is you were just talking about him, Whitman, in the rumble seat. He will take a shot on goal, has a deflection coming off the pony off Facundo Obregon. Let's have a look at the clock. We're well below 2 minutes left to play here in this first half. And after those two quick goals here from Obregon and Phillips, it is 7-3. And maybe a chance here for a breakaway for Globalport. Surely from there he won't make a mistake, and he doesn't. Nice little goal by Mariano Obregon, picking up his second of the game.
Yeah, this is a great steal here because Leon Schwenke is a very tough polo player, man. And Mariano, he picked his pocket there. I know Schwenke he doesn't like that. He's going to come back and then make another strong play because Mariano got on front, and this it's dark bay mare his, very quick. Actually, Schwenke almost got back to make the play there. But I know Leon, he'll come watch. You watch. He'll come back and make another strong play. And here you go, the give and go. And he's going to get Chayton.
A little bit unlucky there. The second player coming down the line with the number 3, Obregon, saying, surely that must have been my right of way. Let's see if he indeed was established on that line as the second player.
Yeah, he come together there, but then he's going to foul the second man. Makes the first hook, but remember the second man following is always going to have the right of way over a player moving. So when he makes that play under the neck, that's clean. But he always got to stay on the near side there, so it's a little tough. You almost have to pull his mallet out and stay near side. So good play here by Dracarys, starting with Schwenke. And once I bring the point, you get Chayton out in front, pulling the team, and this stuff happens. If he doesn't score a goal there or get it going to the goal, opportunities for plays to happen like this, where you get people fouling the second man. Ooh, and just off to the right side there.
He won't be happy with that.
And so the Globalport will dodge a bullet right at the end of the third chukker. And it'll probably go ahead and manage the clock here, I would think.
Indeed.
Yeah. Yeah, and so they are going to manage the clock. That's good play there by Anthony Garcia. So when they return for the second half, they will have control of the ball. And here's our halftime stats. 7-4 is the score. Shots on goal. Makes sense. Dracarys 12 and Globalport 7. Right in line. Knock-ins. A few more misses there, but a few more shots taken by Dracarys. But well done by Globalport on their shooting. Only 3 wide. Throw-ins, though, 8-4, winning more, 50% more. So Dracarys doing well there. And very clean first half. 3-2, that's great. Good coaching. You don't mind your team with those type of numbers. And then penalty scored the 1-1 as 130, 160 for the others. So great stats there, guys. And we'll send both teams to their tent. I call it the locker room. And they'll meet with their coaches, gather themselves for the second half. And we'll be back here for the 2023 Top Pony 12 goal.
We're here at Senorita Polo Farm cooking an Argentine-inspired fire meal for the Ganzi family. We have a 4-course meal tonight, and everybody will be tasting the food that we cook on the fire. We're here in Wellington at the Senorita Polo Farm. It's a beautiful place that we've come for several years. We love cooking here. The combination of our fire cooking with the table set next to the barn and to the horses just creates a beautiful atmosphere, and we love coming here and creating experiences every year. I think anybody that is new to these events is going to be very shocked right when they walk in, not only because of the grill setup or the fire cooking, but just the whole walk into this barn, you know, with the horses eating right next to you, and then the tables are set with candles. I just think the whole atmosphere around this place is beautiful and very shocking. With the menu, we always try to, you know, bring new things to the dinners, new items. Obviously, we try to source everything that's in season and try to do our best to keep the menu changing and flowing. I'm Augustine Malman, and welcome to my chef's table at Santa Rita Polo Farm.
This is a championship meet. All the best jockeys in the world are here, and I'm excited to ride against them. You get to watch some really incredible, talented athletes out there.
To us, it's a place to be in the winter.
I love Gulfstream Park because of the racing.
The palm trees, the beach is right here. The horse racing is some of the best in the country.
A lot of good horses come out of here. And if you want to go to the next level, Gulfstream Park was the place to come.
I remember the first time I came to Gulfstream, it was like this big fairy tale place. All the history. And all these great horses, trainers, jockeys. It was everything that I ever dreamed of.
My favorite part about ABSC is seeing all my friends. I have so many friends here at ABSC and USASA, and don't know what I would do without them. Just hanging out with my coach. Hanging out with my coach would be really fun too, but I just need friends too, you know? Everybody needs friends.
ABSC is like a really fun place because you're gonna make jumps, new friends, and you're gonna ski a lot of places.
When you see kids, they are smiling, they are happy, they are laughing, they are telling jokes, they are just glowing with excitement, and that just makes me feel confident that we are really doing something right, and that's really what it's all about.
You know, this is ABSC's largest fundraiser for our club, you know, and I think the true importance of this is we're making a conscious effort to make sure that kids in the Roaring Fork Valley have the opportunity to get on snow, ski, and snowboard.
So I've been a part of the Aspen Valley Ski Club since I was 10 years old, and growing up in the valley was a really special experience because you're open to so many different opportunities, and one of which is being able to ski. And I never really thought that my dreams would come true, but now Aspen Valley Ski Club has allowed me to ski for a living, and I can never be more grateful for being a part of the club.
We love ABSC! We love ABSC!
Oh, it was a lot of fun. The WPL is a great tournament. It's a great league. You get some of the best players in the world coming to play it, and so it's a lot of fun to play.
It was a tough game. Just really happy we got the result. Really happy that, you know, with this team, and happy it all worked out. Happy all these guys were able to come play, and just happy we're able to gel and play freaking fun polo.
I'm looking forward to this, playing polo, man. I love the sport. I love to be here in Wellington, and for me it's just a lot of fun to be here with playing the World Polo League and just playing polo and having fun.
Welcome back to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz.
I'm Eric Frank. A very good afternoon to you.
And a good shot of the Globalport team down in their tent, in their crew, all the players right there, preparing for the second half. And, yeah, what do you think? We got Mikey Romero, Jack Whitman, Mariano Obregon, and Anthony Garcia. Romero on A-rated, Jack 2, Mariano 6, and Anthony 4. They're 12-goal team. And Dracarys, Chayton Krishna, he's on a -1 and plays very well. As I think we're going to be seeing his handicap go up here as he's been playing very well this season. Leon Schwenke on 3 goals, Facundo Obregon on 6, and Brandon Phillips on 4. They're a 12-goal team.
Yeah, well, to answer your question, Dale, I think Dracarys definitely got off to the better start in that first half. They won the first chukker 2 goals to 1. They won the second chukker 3 goals to 1. And you could see that by the end of chukker number 2, Globalport was starting to sort of, find their rhythm. And chukker number 3 was 2 goals apiece. So I am expecting, based on the way they've been playing in that first half, getting stronger and stronger, that we are going to see, I think, a much more compact and a much more aggressive, in the nicest possible way, of course, Globalport coming out here to try and crack that very well playing team Dracarys. So I'm looking forward to what promises to be a very exciting second half.
Yeah, Dracarys has gotten into their groove early, but by using Chayton in the front, and he's done a great job.
Oh, picking up 2 goals.
Yeah, picking up, pulling a team, and also the one time on the 1 goal that he went in and got hooked. They received a penalty 2 or a penalty 4 out of it, and penalty 2. So they missed it 2, but they had the opportunity and playing very well. As you said, I felt the Globalport though came on there in the third. So we'll see how they come out of the tent. They are both 1-1, both of these teams, and there were 4 teams that played in the top pony, 12 goal here, and the 4th team was Quite on Z with Lesia Zeidler, Joseph Schwartz, Jason Crowder, and Sugar Erskine, and Bonovo Polo with Balja Evan White Jr., Santiago Javajol, and Pedro Falabella are 3-0. So they're sitting back right now, possibly watching this game, listening to us, and, just getting ready, taking their notes to prepare for either one of these teams, because both these teams are 1-1.
Yeah, should be a cracking final. And but we still, as we say, we still have 3 chukkers to play here. Now that young man, you said Leon Schwenke, very impressed with the way he's playing. Also very, very solid of 3 goals. Wouldn't be surprised if he goes up as well. And then always, of course, Facundo Obregon, solid at 6 goals. A bit of an engineer within that team, knowing exactly how to disperse.
Yeah, no, they're tough, 12-goal team, as I said. And Chayton has gotten better and better with it during the season here. Is at -1, he's new to Polo, so he's definitely very comfortable with his horses. And we've seen the goals he scores. He'll either take it in all the way, or like this second goal today, he shot from a good 40 yards out and just one time, beautiful swing, dead ball too, not an easy ball to hit at, to get in play. So his team's very comfortable with his horses. It'd be interesting if Novo plays because, Belgian Sierra and Chayton, I think, are very good friends because he did play, remember, in the 50,000.
Correct. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so they know each other very well. So if they'll be competing for the cup. But I know Mikey Romero and the Globalport team are not going to make it easy. They want to get there too. So here we go, second half action.
A little chip shot there from the number 3 from Facundo, looking for Schwenke. He's found him, but did he come across? You can see Schwenke appealing there against the number 4. But umpires seem to deem that there was no imminent danger or no malice intent. So we'll, of course, try and let the play run as much as they possibly can. That window, as we keep talking about, that is what they will keep a very close eye on. And we've got 2 of the best in the business out there, Pepe Araja and Gaston Dorignac, 2 of our top Argentine umpires. We've also got a young man from England, Roddy Matthews, who, by the way, it's birthday today. So if you're watching, Roddy, happy birthday. Many happy returns.
Happy birthday, Roddy.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So here's that long ball, but it's gone well wide. So at the moment, both teams I think, trying to... Well, there seems to be a bit of an adjustment going on here because at the moment, Dracarys is not playing their game the way they did in the first half, and I'm pretty sure Globalport will have had plenty to talk about in that halftime break. There's a nice ball out to the right-hand side. Now then, with the number 1, that will be Ramiro. Gets it over the halfway line. Good second touch. Controls it well. He was hoping that his number 3 there, Mariano Obregon, would have been the recipient of that ball. Anthony Garcia. That's got to be careful. This is what I talk about, Leon Schwenker. Little backhand. Oh, like he's got eyes on the back of his head. That ball picked up nicely by the number 4, Brandon Phillips. Loose ball. Once again, the Secretary of Defense, the very strong 4-goaler there, Anthony Garcia, turns things around for Globalport. So, yeah, they are standing and they're playing a lot more compact now. There's the nice pass once again up through the front door. Now, can Whitman get a piece of it? Unfortunately, oh, he can't, but hang on. In comes Mickey Ramiro. Did not get a clean touch on that. There is an appeal coming in from Garcia. Umpire saying, you play on. And it'll be Facundo Obregon. Over on the far side. Nicely done. Nice deep ball, but will that stay in play? Yeah, unlucky, just going over the sideboard, so we will have a change of possession.
Yeah, continues play here in the Fort Chucker. Open style, both teams. They're going to drop this one, though, for Globalport. Cop on the pitch. 1 shot, 2 over gun. And Mariano's going to drive it off to the left side. He gets the low flag, though. And that might take us to our courtesy change just because, even though it's on the 4:15, they have not stopped running since the beginning of the Chucker. Besides the time to take the knock-in, that was the first time that they had a little break, was that change of possession. Very open, clean beginning here in the Fort Chucker. And you saw our stats, that a very clean first half. Both teams not allowing the opposing team to have many opportunities at goal shot penalties. And we're seeing that with most of the teams that make to the semifinals and finals in every league, from 6 goals to 26 goals. Those teams are concentrating on not fouling, playing clean polo. And, that's what we see a lot more now.
I was going to say, we're seeing that more and more and more throughout all the levels of polo, which is a great thing because it just keeps it clean, it keeps it tidy, it keeps it above all, it keeps it safe. But going back now here to this...
More fun to watch?
More fun to watch, absolutely. But it seems to me, Dale, that here in Chucker number 4, both teams are a little bit apprehensive at the moment. I don't know. Nobody wants to make any mistakes. Nobody wants to give up the ball. And let's see now here after that quick pony change if that will make, which it so often does, a big difference. Dracarys on the move over on the far side. There comes an inside backhand. Nicely done and picked up by Ramiro. But straight away on that board will be Leon Schwenker. And we have a whistle.
Let's stop the clock here. Let's keep an eye on it. You get the back shot. Nice back shot from Mikey. Near side back shot. And then they come over, and there's a whistle. I'm not exactly sure what they called on this. We'll have to see what they will. Oh, so it was on the other side. Okay, dokie. Thank you there. Is my arrows. Steve Lane. My eyes in the sky out there. I got a lot more going on in my headset than yours. I got Steve Lane in my ears.
Oh, my goodness.
No, so we didn't see this, but it was actually, you might be able to go back on this, because after Mikey had the back shot, I don't know if we can or not. Well, the cameras might have switched over. But after the back shot, he crosses over. Watch now. Keep an eye on Mikey when he makes the back shot. And he must have made the back shot right there. He came over. So that was the call. So thank you, Mr. Lane. And shows you how quickly our camera people are. And they are the top notch.
That ball just going out slightly wide. So Globalport have it. We are coming to, well, the halfway mark, more or less, here in chukker number 4. That ball, again, not quite getting the distance that they were hoping for. Now then, this is an open goal and an easy one, an easy pickup here for Facundo Obregon.
Yeah, now winning the defense, turning it into offense is about as quick as possible. And that means move the ball. Anthony, just bad luck there. Went off his front leg. But more importantly, good polo there by Leon Schwenke. That's moving the ball. Don't mess around. Look at this. He's already got Facundo moving. That's the Dracarys we're used to seeing.
Yeah.
When before the ball is hit, the player is moving towards it, trusting your player on the back shot. And Schwenke laying that ball in a nice spot, not to hit it off the field. Keep it on the field. Gave it an easy finish there for Facundo.
8-4, Dale. Well, let's have a look at the score sheet here. 2-1 for Dracarys, end of the first, 5-2. So they increased it gradually here, going from 1 goal to 3 goals, now 4. Then it was 3 goals again, 7-4 at half time. Now for the first time, Dracarys creating themselves a nice little bit of a cushion there of 4 goals, 8-4. Courtesy change just taking place as we speak. See the young man there on your screens, Mariano Obregon, one of our 2, and there are only 2 6-goal players. Of course, the other one would be Facundo Obregon.
Mm-hmm.
As they come back out onto the field to play the remaining just over 3 minutes here in chukker number 4. Now, remember, of course, this afternoon, we've got some high goal coming up. 4 o'clock this afternoon. Make sure you tune in for that. We'll tell you a bit more about that a little bit later on, as they line back up here on the halfway line to get, as I say, the second half of chukker 4 underway. Ball's thrown into play, and it's 1 picked up here by the number 4, Brandon Phillips. He will try and drill that one deep down the field. He's got a bit of traffic coming in there, Obregon. Yeah, looks like coming down the line was Mariano Obregon, and we have a whistle on that play.
Yeah, you see that ball going up and down the field, and it gets back straight up and down the field. And right there, brother to brother, hermano to hermano, as Mariano is going to jump on the right of way. Facundo, umpire Dorniak right there. And nice little play by Jack Whitman to keep that ball, not having putting it on the angle, actually having to go up and down the field, because that's right where Mariano was. If he would have hit that ball with any angle, then actually it would have been a great play for Facundo. So here's a case where actually keeping the ball straight up and down the field. We always play the game so much with angles, opening it with angles to the open side, to the right side, tailing it to the opposite side with angle. Always talking about angle so your teammate can get it. Well, there's a great play here up and down the field. They're going to move this ball down. So be Garcia's first penalty of the day. Anthony on the penalty 4. He hit it deep, but just wide.
So Dracarys will hold on to that 4-goal cushion. Ball will be knocked in very quickly here by Brandon Phillips. Let's have a look at the clock here, 2.5 and counting. He will leave that one for Facundo. Facundo looking for an ideal pass to pick it up, or to be picked up on the stick side. Always makes it a bit easier. Slams on the brakes there. Leon Schwenke tries to control it, will leave it. Phillips once again plays it across the field, trying to outplay and get it round the front there to the number 3. But Mariano, he read it well. Very quick pony there. And that will be a chance here for Globalport to turn defense, as you say, into offense. Again, Mariano Obregon. In comes the first challenger, Leon Schwenke. He will try and steal it on the near side. On the halfway line, left behind for Garcia. Plays it alongside the boards, but nobody home for Globalport. There's the open backhand, and a very nice open backhand it was. Whitman gets a piece of it, takes the pace out of that attack that was coming from Dracarys. Turned around. Now they're going up. The rotation working very well here. Gracia going up, wanting that ball to get back to him, but Whitman, he will try and finish it on the near side. In comes the under the next shot. That was the man I thought he was intending to play that ball to. And that ball goes through. Clever play here by Globalport.
Yeah, we got to get Jack going. He actually started the play by getting it out to the boards, and then they just fall in line. And as you said, Globalport, different team here. Second half played very strong defense against Dracarys, and now turned into defense into offense, and that's just a power pole play right there. As that ball bounces actually off a few players. Garcia with the finish and Anthony's first goal today.
Last half a minute about to start. Globalport have it. There's the pass up to the front. Well, will he be able to reach it? Whitman tries to do something with it, but he had Obregon again coming in very, very quickly. No mistake there from Schwenker. Wants to make sure they clear it. And it wasn't cleared well enough. Now then, he's got about 10 seconds to try and fire one down. Here it comes. Has a deflection. So Dracarys there, very good and very lucky to dodge a bullet. That would have brought them up within 2 in this fourth chukker, which, as you can see, is now coming to a close.
That's how it'll end our fourth chukker play. So 1-1. And we'll get everybody set up and ready for our fifth chukker play. We'll be right back here on CTV Sports.
We're here at the Santa Rita Polo Farm where the PTF Polo ASSN Junior Tournament is being held for the first time ever at this location. And I mean, could you get a more beautiful venue? Probably not. The tournament includes players of all ages, starting with the youngest at just 2 years old and the oldest at 20 years old. So you've got all ages, all skill levels, and a whole lot of fun. Let's go check it out.
It reminds me of my days when I was in that position playing the kids tournament, and for us it meant the world. So I'm very happy to be here supporting my son and other kids as well, because I think they really enjoy this, and for them it's even more important than for us probably playing the 26 or the 22.
Well, that's a wrap on the PTF Polo ASSN Juniors Tournament at the Santa Rita Polo Farm. So much incredible talent coming up through the ranks. The future is certainly bright for the sport of polo. Now, for more information on the PTF, head to polotraining.org. And, of course, head to Chukker TV for all of our awesome content, including full game broadcasts.
All right, fifth chukker action. And we're back at the Grand Champions Polo Club, field number 5. Shot of Leon Schwenke warming his pony up there before the chukker. And, well, they went into the halftime 7-4. Came out of the fifth chukker. Out of the fourth chukker into the fifth, 8-5. But it looked like that both teams, and, you know, that happens a lot at halftime, came out. And we're on the defensive side, keeping an eye on the opposing team, trying to make sure that they were, you know, I guess maybe strengthening the defense up. You know, it looked like, as I said, maybe they were just so offensive early on at the beginning of this game. And it leaned toward Dracarys at that time. So I'm sure they talked about that Global a little bit as they came out of the tents at halftime. So that would make you think, you know, that, okay, guys, let's tighten up on the man a little bit. So that's gonna change, a few. It definitely worked to slow down their offense, and but then they kind of slowed their own offense down. So we'll see if they, which team makes another adjustment here. Because of this, 3-goal lead right now, Dracarys can take a few chances. Let's see if they do it.
Well, coming off the boards there, picked up very quickly by Obregon. Unable to control it and turn it, but this man certainly will have a crack at it, and he does it very well. Gracia. Phillips for Dracarys. Coming out very strong here in chukker number 5. Dragging that team nicely now into Globalport's half. Facundo Obregon. Just a little touch, and what a cute little touch that was. Facundo Obregon gets the first chukker here in the first goal here in chukker number 5.
Yeah, and this is where we've seen Dracarys on the power play already moving to the center. Watch, he's already gone right there. Nice ball by Brandon. He lays it in between everybody, and then Facundo just stays out in front of the reach of Mariano. Tries to get there. Just a little late. And now going the other way, right out of the bowling, and this is what you want. Keep the energy up. Now Brandon, shot on goal. Oh, that ball got eyes.
Beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Beautiful goal.
Woo.
So, Phillips and Obregon opening up very nicely here in chukker number 5.
Yeah, this is his power, Polo, at its finest. Win the bowling. And he gets out in front here. Both players, Jack comes over to get the ride off, but Brandon locked in and was ready to shoot. A great goal there by Brandon Phillips. And so that'll be goal number 3 for Brandon, all from the field.
And for the first time, Dracarys now with a very nice cushion, making it from 4 to 5, and into double figures they go. 10 goals to 5 here. So after that apprehensive start here to the second half, Dracarys coming out very, very strong. Ramiro.
And they win another bowl in, and they get Chayton out in front, and he lays it in front. And Mikey tries to clean it out, and he gets a mallet on him, but it goes out to the left there. So we will have a penalty 6. And they're going to have a safety. When the defending team hits it over their own end line, they'll bring it out to the 40 or to the 60, no further than 40 yards out. That ball looked like it was about 20 yards out from the post, so there shouldn't be too much of an angle here. Hitting into the wind a bit. Actually, it looked like it probably made me directly into the wind. And it'll be Facundo Obregon to do the honors here on the penalty 6. Well hit. Ooh. Off to the right side there. Left side on the field, right side of our screen. And Anthony's not going to waste any time here on the knock-in. I like it. He says, come on, guys, let's get it going quickly here. Uh-oh, that could be trouble. Anthony's going to leave that one behind, and Schwenke's going to get around very quick and pick it up on the broken play.
And that is his 3rd goal. So the only man yet to score here to make it all 4 in this chukker would be Chayton Krishna. But my goodness, they have come out very, very strong here. And clearly, Dracarys want to secure their place in the final of the top pony.
Yeah, it's so much fun. We were talking about having that 2-goal lead or a 3-goal lead. How you have that 3-goal lead, you come out, you can take some chances. Definitely came out mounted very well here at the beginning of the 5th. And this went right back to that hit and run polo that they like to play and have done very well with the finishing. Here we go. Picked up ground, turned around by Leon.
Yeah, he's been instrumental, very, very solid throughout this game. There's that ball up to the front. Then maybe Krishna will pick this one up and get that 4th goal. So that all 4 players by Dracarys will be on the score sheet. They have all scored. Krishna scoring in the first and the second, but I'm sure he would also like his hat-trick Facundo obviously already has his hat-trick, as does Leon Schwenk, as does Brandon Phillips. But Globalport, they will definitely put up a fight here in the remaining just under 3 minutes in Chukker 5. And, of course, then the sixth and final Chukker. But, again, solid defense here by Dracarys. Turning it around on the inside. Schwenke, the two number twos here. Schwenke up against Whitman. Still Whitman. Now at the little chip shot with Anthony Garcia coming in just behind. And that will be, I was going to say an easy pickings here for Anthony Garcia, but he just puts it wide.
Yeah, bad luck there for Anthony. He was ready to take that one home, too. He just scored down here in the last chukker on that side. That'll take us to our Kersey change, and it's going to be on the far end. I might take a bit longer than 45 seconds on this one, as it'll be on the far end. They will ride back for a knock-in. Possession will be in favor of Dracarys when they return from the Kersey change. Last year's top pony 12 gold, Beverly Polo. And where have we seen Beverly play this year? With Will Bauhaus and Ilario Figueres, Keiko Magrini, and Lucio Campo. And they rallied in the final to knock off Quite on Z, Alessia Zeiler, with Leon Schwenke. So he's looking to get back in the final. Schwenke. And he played via Felipe Versalino and Jose Morales.
And, of course, Alessia Zeiler also our second lady in the World Polo League this year, making her debut with her team Quite on Z. Which, again, is, I think, a very positive development that we're seeing more ladies coming up through now, playing in the high goal.
You got it. No, it's been amazing to see that crossover, and also Leslie playing in the 12 goal, the 8, which played 8, 12 to 26. Very busy. Very busy. Also plays up at the Aspen Valley Polo Club, and it's great seeing. He said Mikey Romero and Anthony Garcia coming into play here at the Grand Cherry Polo Club this season and playing in a couple leagues as a Globalport team, doing very well in the World Polo League here in the Triple Crown of Polo. So it looks like we got almost everybody back. As I said, we had a little bit longer on this Kersey chain, being where the ball was completely on the opposite side of the field and all of the horses were on the other side. So in this case, very important also at this time of the game, this stage of the game, with 2:15 left here in the fifth. And got a good lead here, Dracarys. Let's see if they can keep it, though, as Globalport and try to make a run back here. Turn around and controlled by Mariano. Big ball by Obregon. Will it stay on the field? That might go by itself. Wow, what a shot right there. I mean, it gets taken in and finished by Jack Whitman, but this ball is a good 120. Well hit, Mariano, man. He just laid that ball perfectly there. Oh, it might have went by itself. But Jack definitely just got to finish that one off. Schwenke let him get out in front of him a little bit there, and look at where he laid that ball.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I think it might I bet it would have been close. Definitely Jack had to finish it, but great pass. Here we go the other way. This is what you do. Keep the energy up. Score 1, now score 2. Oh, yeah. What a goal right here by Whitman.
Very nicely done, and that's his third of this game as well. So all of a sudden, Globalport once again stepping up to the plate, playing very, very well here, winning that throw in. There comes the shot, elegantly done. As you said, cracking second goal here. Back-to-back goals by the very strong two-goaler, that is Jack Whitman.
Yeah, keep the energy up. Now that they come back, get another bowl in here. And this is what they needed. And you might have a stoppage of the clock here. Because they're waiting on one player. Yeah, it looks like they got Chayton back, and they're going to win this one, though. It's going to be Leon Schwenke. He's got a player out in front if he can get out to him.
Oh, yes, good pass again. And he has controlled it well.
Woo!
My goodness, my goodness.
You like that finish?
I like that very much.
He had to create something. That ball went off to the right side, and he said, well, let's just go with the belly shot. And well done by Facundo Obregon. And sometimes you just got to make up things as they go along. And this one, he was just dragging it back, working it. The ball got off to the outside. Just take your time, relax, take a breath, and finish with the belly shot. That'll end our fifth chucker. And so we'll be right back for our sixth chucker play.
See, be the good girl you always have to be. Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Well, now they know. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. Cold never bothered me anyway.
I am Nick Weaver. I am the co-founder and COO of Blue Delta Gene Co. I've probably measured over 30,000 butts, 7 feet tall and 7 feet wide. Doesn't matter. It is fun making people happy. When you make a garment that fits, that's one thing. When you make a garment fit and look good, that's another thing. And we are very good at the latter. We have grown our company by taking care of people. We have grown by making jeans that fit. There are some things that will never change. Where it's made, how it's made, and who's making them. Every jean is one of one. But now we can get you measured from anywhere in the world. We have rolled out a virtual tailor system, blown away with the technology. It's unbelievable how accurate it is. It's a quick, easy, touchless way so we can get the measurements to make you a pair of damn good jeans.
All right, here we go. Six chucker action. We got them all lined up, ready to go. Gaston Dorniak has them ready. And they are, 12, 5-goal difference. But mucho tiempo. So it's not over yet. There's a lot of time. And we've seen this Globalport team, they came alive right at the end of the fifth. They keep that energy going here, and they're going to get one right here as they're going to get Obregon out in front. He's got to take it into the corner. Deep neck shot.
Unfortunately,
taken out by let's give Facundo.
And nobody there to pick up that ball now. That maybe Anthony Garcia can put another dent into that score line. Again, nicely cleared by Leon Schwenke. And this is what you don't want to happen. Dracarys very nicely picking up that ball on the move. And you can see already going upfield was Krishna. On the halfway line, Globalport able to retrieve that ball again. Sent back by Mariano Obregon. Slightly topped it, a high ball, but he's going to get another crack at this one here under the neck. Is it straight? And now in front of goal, and that's a nice finish, a very nice finish here by Mikey Romero.
Yeah, in a good spot, right place. And Mariano's been doing a great job facilitating the ball today. Look at, you can see how he laid that pass right there. He could have shot that ball, but he knew that he had Mikey right in front. So just lay it up in there and let Mikey do the finishing. There's your drive for show, putt for dough.
Yeah. So down to 4 goals and just under 6 minutes.
Yeah, that's perfect timing. Perfect timing. They got to keep it going, though. Possessions are huge. Control by Obregon. Mariano looking for the deep play here. Ooh, he had Mikey out in front there.
Oh,
Krishna with the back shot. There it'll be Facundo.
And that was a nice back shot. Facundo will have fun with this. Look at him. He's just toying now with Globalport. Still Facundo. And then...
good ball control.
Very good ball control.
Yeah, it looked like he had a lot of space right there. Remember, all this is pressure's time as the clock goes tick, tick, tick. And Anthony said, let's get it going. So there will be a break in the action here. As Garcia will line up for the knock-in. Going to be over to Whitman. Jack now. Nice passing here back and forth. They're going to send Mariano forward, and this is what we haven't seen a lot of that today. Mariano's been kind of cherry picking and grabbing and hitting the big ball down to another player to right in front of goal. As Mikey's going to lean back for it, and this is going to be an opportunity for Jack. So, Dracarys, they're there for the defense. Couple players override. Mikey gets a piece of it back to the center, and that actually worked out very well because Jack Whitman had nobody around him, and that put, Mikey in between him and Brandon Phillips. So that gives an easy goal here for Whitman. And here we go. Still working well with the clock. Let me get in the goal. First one took about a minute and a half, but this has now been about a minute on every goal. So if they can keep the wheels rolling here, get the situation and maybe try to get a tie or at least push it into 7 chuckers. Back shot coming, controlled by Phillips. Brandon.
Yeah, on the move. Again, gets it over the halfway line now. Then Krishna going up. Again, little break in the play. Garcia turns it. Chip shot. Looking for, and guess who? Ramiro. Takes his time, opens his shoulders very nicely. Mikey Ramiro, this will be a very, unlucky, I was going to say, a very important goal to bring them into double figures and within 2.
Yeah, good call, and it would be right before the Kersey change. So, but a great shot here for Mike. He actually hits it off the field. I think he hit it a little harder than he thought. That ball rolls off the field, and that will bring us to our final Kersey change here in our 6th chucker. So 3-goal lead, 3:07 on the clock. Still has time. So let's see what the Dracarys does here. You know, they go with keeping up the same rhythm, or do they go to controlling and try to just keeping the ball away and working the clock a little bit? They're in a good spot right here with that 3rd goal. He said that was a good run by the Globalport team. An opportunity. Look at Brandon Phillips here, the big black mare. She got a lot of power. And a little break in the action as they prepare for this knock-in. Here we go, 3:07. So let Globalport looking to defend this knock-in and shut it down as quick as possible. They need to get the possession here. See if Dracarys can go ahead and keep at least for a coast-to-coast run, because if they get a coast-to-coast run, again, it will take time off the clock. This was going to get picked up quickly, though, by Obregon. Mariano.
On the halfway line, sends it back. Now then, can Whitman pick up another one? Oh, nicely done on the near side. Whitman in front of goal. In comes Mr. Ramiro, I believe. Yes, indeed. Mikey Ramiro.
Mikey near side Ramiro, you mean?
Exactly, picking up his 3rd. twice now here in chucker number 6, and that puts them into double figures, and they only down by 2.
Again, another not an easy goal here. As Mikey's going to stay on the near side. He had to go. He stayed on the near side of this one as they come across here, and he had to push. Yeah, he had to push Brandon wide, and then go to the near side, and he finishes that one off. Here we go. Now possession is big with 2 minutes on the clock. And Obregon, Facundo will get this one, and he's on the move. Facundo now, offside, near side, bounce the ball, no problem. And the finish, que golazo, Obregon, Facundo, picking up number 4.
Indeed.
And at a great time, number 5 actually, at a great time to
pull out another important goal here, because I think they were starting to get a little bit nervous there, the way Globalport were coming out. Remember, at the moment, they are leading 3-1. This would be, if it ended like this, the first chucker that they've actually beaten Dracarys in a single chucker. Garcia. Fishes the ball out of the air, tries to control it, but that costs a lot of time. In comes Whitman. Whitman, has he found a little gap? I think he might have done. Oh, it went against the post. And then Anthony Garcia puts it through.
Oh, what a save there by, keep your eye on the blue helmet right here, Schwanke. And it goes off the post. But a great save. And also for stay on, well, actually, he went the outside. Yeah, I mean, Jack was trying to put it in on the outside. Poor Facundo tried to back it out of there, but the post was in the way. And a good finish by Garcia. Looks like time is going to click down here, and the teams are going to go ahead and congratulate each other. So, Dracarys.
In the final.
In the final. Breathing fire. Start breathing the fire on you, Yan.
Indeed.
I say, Dracarys, I want you to breathe some fire. All right? 13-11. And there you go. 20. Well, not bad. They're pretty even there. 22-19 on the shots on goal. Knock-ins, 9 for Globalport, 8 for Dracarys. Very close. Throw-in, 13 for Dracarys, 11 for Globalport. Fouls committed, 4 and 4. Wow, he couldn't get about as even as possible. And then the goal shot penalties, just 1 and 1 there. So just a few misses on a couple of the goal shot penalties, but otherwise, very clean game by both teams. And, well, the stage is set.
Indeed it is.
For the 2023 Top Pony 12 goal, Dracarys will face off against Novo. Yan, any last words?
Well, first of all, I thought it was great to see how Globalport came back so strong, or stronger, shall I say, in that second half. And I think they can leave with their heads held very high. Congratulations to Mikey Ramiro picking up his hat-trick. I thought he really stepped up to the plate well. But the entire team, also Jack Whitman, very impressed by his performance. And, yeah, at the end, it was just a question of running out of time. But I don't want to take anything away from the performance, the very consistent and solid performance by Dracarys, who I believe are deservedly in the final, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be a cracking game. Novo Polo against Dracarys in the Top Pony 12 Golf Final 2023.
For Yan Anik Frank, I'm Dale Schwetz. I speak for everyone here at CTV Sports, where I say thank you for making us the leaders of polo broadcasting. And always remember, here at CTV Sports, we love the polo.